Everything is unified, and what we call body and mind and universe are a unified experience of wholeness in the ineffable reality that we call spirit or consciousness or awareness, all possibilities. Usually these experiences are accompanied by a sense of wonder, by a sense of astonishment, even bewilderment, by a sense of ecstasy. Ecstasy is a very interesting word. It means ektasis, to step out. So what do we step out of? We step out of the constructed world of space-time, matter, energy and information into the world of pure possibilities, into the world of pure creativity, into the world of pure love, into the world of infinite compassion, of joy, of equanimity and transcendence. In this moment, there's also a loss of the usual anchor of personal identity or constructed identity that we call the assumed self, which is a result of the hypnosis of social conditioning, the ego identity. So here are the characteristics of this experience. A deep understanding of truth, goodness, beauty, harmony. A deep experience of deep reality as love, compassion, joy, equanimity. A deep experience of interconnectedness with all that exists. Communion, non-local correlation. A comfort with the wisdom of uncertainty, and in emerging of intuition, creativity, archetypal symbols expressing themselves as higher consciousness, and ultimately total transcendence. Now, poets and philosophers and theologians and religious people have all spoken about these experiences. In fact, the essential spiritual experience is just this: transcendence, the emergence of Platonic values like truth, goodness, beauty, harmony, love, compassion, joy, equanimity, and ultimately the loss of the fear of death. Because death happens to transient experiences, but not to the consciousness in which experiences happen. So in the timeless now, the waking state of consciousness, which we call everyday reality, is seen as a lucid dream. But you also recognize that you're not the dream, you're the consciousness in which all dreams come and go. These stages of spiritual growth as transcendence and flow have been described in almost every spiritual tradition, and these stages include what we call transcendence or soul consciousness. They include what is called cosmic consciousness, which is local and non-local awareness at the same time. They include divine consciousness, which is recognizing that the consciousness within me and the consciousness within you is the same consciousness, and they can merge into one consciousness, and ultimately they express themselves as unity consciousness, where you experience yourself as the ground state of the universe and the whole universe almost as a physical body. But again, remember, universe, mind, body and world are human constructs for modes of knowing and experience in human consciousness. And there are different modes of knowing and experience in different species of consciousness. A butterfly has its own experience, an insect with multiple eyes has its own experience, a dolphin, an alligator, a snake, an eagle. They're all having their own experiences, but all these experiences have their source in one field of infinite possibilities, which is formless, spaceless, dimensionless, which is infinitely creative, self-regulating, self-evolving, self-knowing, as every knower, as every object of knowing, as everything known. Imagine that you could have this experience and live in this world, and at the same time navigate the world of human experience. This is what many spiritual traditions also call to be in this world and not of it, or what the great theologian Teilhard de Chardin called, when he used the expression, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. That is what it means, to be in the world and not of it. To be non-local and local at the same time. To be engaged and detached at the same time.
Hat dir dieses Video gefallen? Dann abonniere jetzt unbedingt diesen Kanal. Denn schon bald findest du hier den nächsten Beitrag von einem deiner Top-Mentoren.